So it is very simple concept. Based on this topic, we have the 10 marks question also, right? So first one is Lagrange's partial differential equation. So it is a linear. So in this Lagrange's explain how to solve the linear first order and first degree partial differential equations, right? Then after that we have the non-linear first order partial differential equations. So there we have the 5 or 6 standard forms. If you learn about the 5 or 6 standard forms, so that standard forms are used for the solving the non-linear PDEs. So right, I already gave a very brief idea about the linear and non-linear PDEs. So if you studied about the concepts, then the total unit is over. So that is the first unit actually, right? So before that, we have the Lagrange's linear PDE. So what is meant by Lagrange's linear PDE? Means that it is a very simple one. Just listen, you don't write anything, just listen very carefully. A partial differential equation is of the form PP plus QQ is equal to R. Is equal to R. Simple definition, a partial differential equation is of the form PP plus QQ is equal to R. Here, what is capital P, what is capital Q, what is capital R means that these are the either constants or functions of x, y, z. X, y, z. So that means that P may be in the form P of x comma y comma z. That is, P is a function of x, y, z. Next, Q, it is also function of x, y, z. R, it is also function of x, y, z. X, y, z. Or it may be constant. It may be constant. Or it may be constant. Or it may be constant. I will give the example very clearly. No, don't bother about that. So first of all, so it is the first order, first degree differential equation, partial differential equation. So it is called the, there is no involvement of the non-linear terms here. So it is called the, this form is called the Lagrange's form. This form is called the Lagrange's form. Just listen very carefully. So simply the form PP plus QQ is equal to R. It is also written as P. Small p means, so capital P into dou z by dou x plus capital Q into dou z by dou y. It is equal to R. So its general solution, generally its general solution is of the form Z is equal to Px plus Qy. Z is equal to Px plus Qy. Its general solution is of the form Z is equal to Px plus Qy. So we will see the type of problems in the coming classes, right? So that is the, so here this equation is called the Lagrange's form of partial differential equation. So how to solve the Lagrange's form of partial differential equations means that we have the 3 methods for solving the Lagrange's form of partial differential equation. Actually 2 methods. So third one is the combination of the first 2 methods. So first of all, I will give the examples for the Lagrange's type partial differential equations. So that means that, just listen carefully. After our discussion, the equation xp plus yq is equal to z. xp plus yq is equal to z. So this is the Lagrange's form of linear PDE. Or p plus q is equal to 1. Here what is capital P? In this example. Here what is capital P?
Dou z by dou x, sir.
No. You just compare this one with the
X,
P plus QQ is equal to R. What is capital P?
X, sir.
Here in this example. 1.
1, sir.
Small p is capital P, that is 1. Q, capital Q, that is 1. Capital R, that is 1. That means that P comma Q comma R are the constants. P comma Q comma R are the constants. Next, coming to this example, what is capital P? X.
X, sir.
What is capital Q? Y. What is capital R? Z. Suppose if we consider the example like this, xz by y square into P, yz by x square into Q, that is equal to zq, or 1. So in this example,
Z by
capital
Y
Q?
square, sir.
The quotient of small p, x z by y square. What is capital Q? What is capital R? 1. So, likewise, first we have to compare the given PDE with the standard notation PP plus QQ is equal to R, and we have to identify what is capital P, what is capital Q, what is capital R. But you don't disturb the given PDE. Suppose if you multiply this one by y square or x square, you don't do that type of operations. So directly you have to compare the given PDE with the standard form, that is the PP plus QQ is equal to R. That form is called the Lagrange's form. So then after how to solve it? Then after the next question is how to solve the Lagrange's form of equation. So therefore we have two methods mainly. So that are first one is method of grouping. Method of grouping. Next one. Second one is method of multipliers. Listen carefully. Definitely from the method of multipliers we have the 10 marks question. Method of multipliers. So next one is method of mixing. That means that, so in this case we are using 1 and 2. 1 and 2. So that means, so generally for the given Lagrange's form of partial differential equation, there exist at least 2 solutions. But here we have to calculate the 2 solutions, at least 2 solutions. 3 more solutions also exist, but our aim is to estimate the 2 distinct solutions. 2 distinct solutions. So that is a very, very important thing. Finally, suppose if we get one solution as so right, so that is C1, Z is equal to C1. Next, and the next solution is R, F is equal to C1, G is equal to C2. So therefore the general solution here is phi of C1 comma C2 is equal to 0, or phi of F comma G is equal to 0. Right? So here how many solutions we have to calculate? Minimum 2 solutions, but in our syllabus we have to calculate only 2 solutions, so no need of the third solution, and that solution two, that 2 evaluated solutions are must be distinct. So that means distinct means, suppose just listen carefully, one solution is x plus y is equal to C1, so another solution is 2x plus 2y is equal to C1, C2. So whether these two same or distinct, please tell me. Whether these two are same or distinct. Please. Whether these 2 solutions are same solutions or distinct solutions. Please answer. These 2 solutions are same solutions. Right? Why? Because suppose if you write down this one as x plus y is equal to C2 by 2, so create it as constant C3. So these 2 are same solutions, but this type of solutions are not distinct. So that we have to calculate the 2 distinct solutions. 2 distinct solutions. So that is our aim. So further solutions we have to use the method of grouping. Next one, method of multipliers, method of mixing. So that means that, so one solution is obtained by using method of grouping, and another solution is obtained by using method of multipliers. So because of that, it is called the method of mixing. Method of mixing. Method of mixing is nothing but method of grouping and method of multipliers. That is, a solution is obtained by using the method of grouping and method of multipliers. So such type of solution method is called the method of mixing. But in this case, only using method of grouping, we have to calculate the 2 solutions, right? But the 2 solutions are must be distinct solutions. Must be distinct solutions. But coming to this one, method of multipliers, we have to choose the distinct multipliers. Distinct multipliers. So that is very, 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 very important. So how we choose the multipliers means I will explain later. So very clearly. But in the coming last one, so one solution is obtained by using the method of grouping, and another solution is obtained by using the method of multipliers, right? So that is the third one, right? So these are the 3 methods for solving the Lagrange's linear PD. Lagrange's linear PD. So up to this, if it is clear, then I will go to the working procedure of the Lagrange's multipliers method. Up to this, is it clear to everybody?
Yes, sir.
Yes. So if we just listen, we will note down very clearly. Also, that is not a problem, right? Just listen. First, here the given equation is of the form Pp plus Qq is equal to R. So here, how to solve means, here the first step is write down the subsidiary equations or auxiliary equations. Already we know the auxiliary equation and the differential equations. So likewise, here also from the given partial differential equation, first write down the auxiliary equations or subsidiary equation, right? First listen carefully. For any problem, write down the auxiliary equations or subsidiary equations. So what is meant by auxiliary equations or subsidiary equations? Means it is very simple. So dxy, the quotient of small b in 1, the quotient of small b in 1, that is capital P, is equal to dy by the quotient of small q in the small q in 1 q, that is equal to dz by right hand side r. So this is called the subsidiary equation or auxiliary equation. This is called the subsidiary equation or auxiliary equation for the Lagrange's form of partial differential equation. First, our aim is to compare the given equation with the form Pp plus Qq is equal to R. Then the next step is we have to identify capital P, capital Q, capital R, and write down the subsidiary equations or auxiliary equations. What are that means that dx by P is equal to dy by Q is equal to dz by R. dz by R. So I will give one example. X square y P plus x y Q is equal to that is sum 2. So what are the subsidiary capital P here?
X square y, sir.
X
Square y.
What is capital Q?
X y, sir.
Yes, sir. What is capital R?
2, sir.
So what is the subsidiary auxiliary equation? Dx by capital P means yes.
X square y, sir.
Dy by dz by. So that means here we have three terms. Suppose if we take first two terms, right? That means dx by x square y is equal to dy by x square. And you consider the next two terms are 1, 3. So here 1, 2, 3. You can calculate one solution by taking any two, right? That is called method of grouping. Grouping means we are taking combined terms, right? Next one. Suppose we take dy by xy is equal to dz by 2. So from this you will get one solution. That is C1. Next, from this you will get another solution, that is C2. So, right? So finally the general solution is f of C1 comma C2 is equal to 0. Finally the general solution is combine the two solutions. That solution is called the general solution. Right? So first step is, so this is called the method of grouping. Grouping means by taking any two that is expressions from the subsidiary equation. By taking any two expressions from the subsidiary equation and we solve that type of expressions, then we are getting the two solutions that suit the combined solution of the two solutions are f of C1 comma C2 is equal to 0. This is called the general solution of the given Lagrange's form of PDE by using the method of grouping. Method of grouping means it is very simple, ma. So just we are taking the two terms, and it is look like a that is variable separable method, and we apply the integration on both sides, then we will get the solution. So that solution is the one solution. Next one is, it is your choice. You will take the 2 3 terms or 1 3 terms, right? So you will get the another solution. Here any two persons are need not get the same answer, right? Why? Because some of them solved 1 and 2, 1 and 2 and 2 and 3. But suppose some of them solved 2 and 3 and 1 and 3, 2 and 3 and 1 and 3. So in that way you will get the another answer, right? But the partial differential equation, there exist many solutions, so it is not a wrong, right? Not only partial differential equation, in the differential equations also we are getting many solutions, right? So because of the reason, any two persons may not get the same answer, so that is also not problem. So that means that, but the important thing is the answer, the two solutions must be distinct, If it is here same, that means that you are evaluated only one solution. If it is same, you are evaluated only one solution. So you will take care while choosing the that is the expressions, that is the fractions from the that is the auxiliary equation or subsidiary equation. So this method is called the method of grouping. Method of grouping is by taking any two expressions and we integrate that expression, then we are getting the final solution. That is called the method of grouping. Here, and this is called the first. And first, after seeing the problem, first write down the auxiliary equations and where dx denominator of the dx term is capital P, dy term is capital Q, dz term is capital R. Now we have to take the any two terms and apply the variable separation method. Then you will get the two solutions. So that is called the method of grouping. So, but at least we have to calculate the two solutions, and also two solutions are required. No need to calculate the three solutions or four solutions. That is not an important. But in our point of view, two solutions are required. So we have to calculate the minimum two solutions, and the final solution is f of c1 comma c2 is equal to 0. F of c1 comma c2 is equal to 0. So that is called the final solution of the given PDE by using the Lagrange's form of remainder, and the method is method of grouping. Method of grouping is by taking any two combinations too. So, and also the important thing is the solution must be distinct. So you make any two of them are not getting the same answer, and also you don't need to worry about that. So why? Because definitely based on your thinking, you will take the that is fractions, right? So the expressions. Then we have to apply the variable separation method, and we have to simplify that one. Then you will get the final answer. Yes, is it clear, ma? This is called the method of grouping. Method of grouping is over, everybody. But we will note down the notes and we will solve the problem. Then we have a good idea about that. But up to this, is it clear or not? I explained it with an example. Yes, is it clear, everybody?
Yes, sir.
Please respond.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Right. So this is called the method of grouping. But in the method of multipliers, what we have to do? Method of multipliers. In the name of the method, we have the multipliers. So we have to choose the suitable multipliers. So how to choose the suitable multipliers means that, just listen. Right. So this is the auxiliary equation. Same. Up to auxiliary equation, both methods are same. So we have to choose the multipliers L1 or L comma M comma N such that so must be LP plus MQ plus NR is equal to 0. LP plus MQ plus NR must be equal to 0. So therefore, it becomes LDX plus MDY plus NDZ by, so LP plus MQ plus NR, right? So the denominator is 0. So it becomes that LDX plus MDY plus NDZ is equal to 0. Now integrate on both sides, then you will get the one solution. On both sides, then you will get the one solution. Similarly, you can choose the another set of multipliers, that is another distinct set of multipliers. Then you have to get the another solution. So you can combine the two solutions, then you will get the final solution, right? So this is called the method of multiplier. So what are mean by LMN? Means that LMN are either constants or variables. But how to choose the LMN values means, so depends upon the given question. So we have to choose the constants based on the given question. Suppose, just listen carefully. Suppose we have the question like this: y minus z into q is equal to z minus x into, right? Suppose we have this question. So here definitely we will get an idea. So the problem must be solved by using method of multiplication, right? So there is no way for solving this type of problems by using method of grouping. Why? Because we will discuss very clearly, right, in the coming classes. So in that situation, write down the exact equation, that is dx by x minus y, dy by y minus z, dz by z minus x. Here I am choosing the multipliers as first LMN. So that is equal to, just here we have x, but here we have minus x. Here we have y, here we have minus z plus z. Suppose if we add these all the terms, the term, that is the total thing is 0, vanishing, right? So LMN is equal to 1, 1, 1, right? So multiply L into d, 1 into dx plus 1 into dy plus 1 into dz by 1 into x minus y plus 1 into y minus z plus 1 into z minus x. 1 into z minus x. So here denominator is dx plus dy plus dz, right? So numerator is x minus y plus y minus z plus z minus x. So this one cancel, this one cancel. So as per our discussion, the denominator term must be 0. So in that way you have to choose the multipliers. Then what happens? So if the denominator term is equal to 0, then the numerator, and then you have to equate the numerator term to the 0. So it becomes dx plus dy plus dz is equal to 0. Now we have to integrate this one. It becomes integral dx, integral dy plus integral dz. That is equal to c1. Right? So this is x plus y plus z is equal to c. Right? So this is the one solution. So similarly you can choose the another set of multipliers. Then multipliers must be satisfied the condition that L P plus L plus Lz is equal to 1. Right? So in that way you can solve likewise. Then you will get the another set of solution. So that is the second solution. So finally you will combine these two solutions. Then you will get the required value. Right? So required solution. So that is called the general solution. So this is the way for solving the method of Lagrange's PD by using the method of multipliers. So here the important thing is x, that is the choosing of multipliers. So many of them have doubt. So there are infinitely many multipliers. Sir, how can we identify? So yes, we have the infinitely many identifier, that is multipliers. But we have to choose at least 2. Why? Because for our solution we have to calculate C1 and C2. That means 2 solutions. So you no need to think about the infinite solution. We have to identify the minimum 2 that is a multipliers. That's enough, right? Why? Because I already explained for the differential equations and the partial differential equations, there exists an infinite number of solutions. But here in our problems only we have to calculate the 2 solutions. That's enough. So you don't need to think globally, you just think locally. So that is the thing, right? So is it clear to you, everybody? Yes? But in our problems, we will get an idea how to choose the multipliers. But first one is method of grouping is dead easy method. But coming to the method of multipliers, we will we will think, right? We will work out on that. We will think about that, and then only we will get an idea. So based on the multipliers, we have to simplify the given problem. Yes, is it clear, ma?
Yes, sir.
Next, coming to the Lagrange's mixed method of mixing. So coming to the method of mixing. So one solution is obtained by using method of grouping. Method of grouping. Next, second solution is obtained by using method of multiplication. Method of multiplication. So this solution is called, this common solution is called the solution obtained by method of grouping. That is, this method is called method of mixing. Method of mixing. So this solution is method is called method of mixing. But method of mixing is nothing but method of grouping and method of multiplication. So in the evaluation of the solutions of the given partial differential equation, Lagrange's partial differential equation. So suppose if it is not possible to evaluate the two solutions by using one method, so that is either method of grouping or method of multiplication. So in that way, we have to go for the method of mixing. That is, one solution is obtained by using the method of multiplication, and another solution is obtained by using the method of grouping, right? So that is called the method of mixing, right? So these are the methods for solving the Lagrange's form of linear partial differential equations, right? So here the important thing is solving of the method of multiplication method, right? So that means